And to shed more light on this issue, I'm honored to be joined over the phone by Mr. Abdulrahman, journalist. Mr. Amr, good day. Mr. Amr, can you hear me?
I'm listening to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on Nile TV International. And at the beginning, what are the main objectives behind the Prime Minister inspection tour in Giza Governorate?
Well, of course, this is a very important step towards enhancing and improving the governmental services for the people in Giza. Giza is a very wide governor and a very governorate and a very large-scale space on Earth, gathering too many small cities and of course, lots of populations. And different, of course, services should be given to our people in Giza, as well as including health care, including schools, including education, and of course all the sorts of services. And today's effort, of course, is a very important and recognizable for the benefit of the people in Giza.
Well, how do the new projects contribute to improving the lives of citizens?
Well, this is a very important thing here. Improving the level of the lives is a very important thing. We are all aiming to improve the middle class, especially in the society. They are very important. They are the backbone of the society, as well as all sectors and classes of the society. And of course, I believe that those who are in need and many people will benefit from such services. And I'm sure that we need more, and we need more all around the clock. The time is running, and the crisis around the world is pushing the government to work harder and harder. And I believe that today's efforts is an express or expression of what really people need in Giza and all of the governorates.
Well, Mr. Amr, huge efforts are indeed exerted by the state in the file of education and also health. Why are education and also healthcare sectors receiving significant, we can say, government investments?
Well, of course, when you are investing in education, you are investing in a generation.
Yes.
You are investing in building the mind, the mentality. Education should not just contain studies, rigid studies, but also how to connect yourself, the student, the little citizen, to its own homeland, geographically, historically, connect his mind with the needs of the society. How to build its mentality according to the greatest civilization on earth. How to make him aware of the dangers, who are the enemy, this existence, who are their answers for thousands of years. How to build himself for the working market. How to build himself for how to be strong enough to build a career. When you build a man's career, when you build a woman's career, you build a nation's career, a nation's future. Same as well as healthcare. When you build a strong person, you preserve this person as a working power. When you have a strong working power, this manpower can lead the society, can protect the land as a soldier, can protect the national security with his mind, with his education, with his strong body, clear from diseases. And of course, we need more each and every day.
Well, Mr. Amr, you cannot talk about education without mentioning the Japanese schools. How do you see the role of the Japanese schools in Egypt in order to develop the educational file? Mr. Amr? I think we lost our phone call with Mr. Amr Abdulrahman. A short break and we will be back, so stay tuned. Welcome back, and still with Mr. Amr Abdulrahman, journalist. Mr. Amr, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us once again on Nile TV International. Before the break, we were talking about the education and the healthcare file, and indeed, as you mentioned, there are huge efforts exerted by the state in these two files. Also, I was asking you about the Japanese schools. Of course, we cannot talk about education without mentioning the Japanese schools. So I would like to know more from you, sir, about the role of the Japanese schools in improving the educational file.
Well, I can have two takes on those on this file. First, Japan is a great civilization. Eastern civilization, they share almost too many principles, too many values with the Egyptian civilization and mentality and values, and together we can think or target the same goals educationally. So that's very important and a very great choice in the beginning. On the other hand, taking what really suits our own culture, which is a very specific and has its own speciality, has its own privacy, has its own long roots that can help, especially that we can take this selective choices about what we take or not take from the Japanese experience. And of course, this should be a progressive move if we apply it as this agenda, this way of thinking that we have our own civilization, we have our own principles in education, and we can improve it with mixing it with other educational and civilized programs, education programs like the Japanese. And of course, we can have lots of other experiences. There are many civilizations we can deal with. We can mix our experience with their historical and educational experience. That could be a very important improvement to our dealing with the educational file, which is significant and prior to build the mentality of our students, our little men and women. And this means, of course, that how to be mixing with other civilizations. We have the Chinese, we have the Japanese, we have the Eastern and the Western. When you have a mind built with this wide, this international wide, geographically, historically, and scientifically well educated, that's how you build a citizen for the near future, which we are already in a world that is various visions and various differences, and how to keep our own personality as Egyptians.
Well, also, Mr. Amr, the state has launched many initiatives in order to improve the lives of citizens, and also for example, the Haya Karima initiative aims at improving the lives of citizens, and of course education and healthcare are among the top priorities. So my question is, how does the government plan to modernize the healthcare system in Giza governorate as well as in other governorates?
Well, this is a file that I really would like to see the private sector takes a part in this effort. When you mix the governmental effort with the private sector effort all together, they can achieve more, making this work, this line of work, is a part of the mentality of the private sector. When the private sector seeks profit as well as serving the society, that can change the mentality of the private sector, which I always and again I tackle on this point, how to change the mentality of our own private sector. It's still amateur, still young, still should live up to this responsibility. We are in a country, we are the only safe country in the region. And how to protect it, how to protect that safety is with building the man, building the human, and of course making all classes of the society living almost the same measures. All of the classes should be well educated, well health cared of, and well treated with services they deserve. So I believe sharing this burden between the government and the private sector can achieve lots of goals at the same time.
Well, also, Mr. Amr, talking about another significant point, which is the file of roads, and indeed huge efforts also are exerted by the state in this file. Many new roads and also many new bridges are established recently, and also many of them are, the existing one are renovated. So my question, how do road and infrastructure projects, we can say, support Egypt's broader economic development goals from your point of view?
Well, of course, I always say that no civilization without strong and connected railroad and roads and bridges, that's yes, significant to any new civilization we are building right now. The thing is, we need to reduce the taxes on this, on the passing of those roads. We need to make it easier for citizens to feel really and enjoy or feel the importance of those projects. They mean a lot to the citizen, but we need to reduce the taxes on passing on those or using those new projects. That means that we share the concern for our human resources, and of course feeling that we are all in the same boat in a growing country and a growing economy that makes people feel that they are really in the eye of the center of the attention of the government.
Yes, indeed, and indeed, as you said, there are huge efforts by the state in this file, and everybody can notice the great change and the great development in the file of road, in the file of infrastructure. As we said, also new bridges are established for a better life for the Egyptian citizens. Mr. Amr Abdulrahman, journalist, I would like to thank you so much, sir, for your insight.